What we talking about?
What's up, True Feelings family? How you guys doing today? If you're new to my channel, my name is Crystal and I hope you stay. And if you do, welcome to the family. Now, there's no way I could do Michelle without doing Madison or Madison without doing Michelle, because it's gonna, at the end of the day, by the time you guys watch the shit, if you watch it, it ends with them. But we gotta do them together. But let's just talk about Madison for a minute. And let's go back to when they was playing that little game and she got all hurt because he described her as being party girl and transactional. And that's exactly how she comes off. And that's why she started crying, because when she thought about it, she was like, oh, it's true. That's why her feelings was hurt. But you can't hurt my feelings if saying shit ain't true. But he couldn't find no other words to describe you, because that shit was true all day. It was true all day. They showed video of her walking in the house 3 nights in a row. 1, 2, 3. One thing open, after 2, hospitals and legs. That's what grandma used to say. So what are you out there doing, tramping around, girl? Just like MM. Allan is putting in way too much effort trying to please this girl and trying to make himself look attractive to her, to change everything about himself to her. If somebody's into you, they don't need to make all these changes. Like, I understand wanting to dress your man and have your man looking good. I get all that. But even with those changes, it's not going to make a difference. It's just not going to make a difference. He's not into Allan. Allan done got his damn Invisalign just to please her ass. And I knew that she was having a problem with his teeth. Like, I can tell. And she's got a lot of nerve. So they meet with the expert. She wants to check in and see how they're doing. And I like how Madison tries to make it seem like they're both having issues with each other when really the issue is just her. But she made it seem like we have these conversations and we go through things, and then I just don't want to be around him. And it's just like, girl, you just don't want to be around him because you don't like him like that. But then as she dug deeper into her bullshit, she find out she been going out 3 nights a week, and she's trying to figure out, girl, you married. You don't think it's a little disrespectful to be going out 3 nights a week when you got a husband sitting at home? Like, if you don't want to be near him, at least you could be in the house, in the living room. But being out all night till 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and Allan don't make it no better, because although he's snitching on her, he's also covering for her and trying to make it seem like this shit is okay. Because the minute she said, well, you know what, at least I come home, he's like, yeah, comes home. It's like, that's why she treats you like shit. Because you allow it. You allow her to treat you like shit. And I wouldn't even want a man with no backbone if she see that. So I don't get, you could change, and whatever you do, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, because we already see what's really going on here. She going to run into Allan one day. Allan going to have a baddie on the side of him. And he going to have a little baby carrying on his chest, because I can see him with a little baby, and she gonna be damn near 40 wishing she had Allan. Allan gonna be fly, dressed nice. He's gonna be fixed from Invisalign, and she gonna wish she had kept that old thing. Because Allan, I can see being a very loyal person. You can tell he's loyal. This bitch go out every night, 3 nights in a row, and he just laying on the couch waiting for her ass to come home, hoping that the bitch will call just to say she okay or something. That's all he's expecting. He's not even expecting a whole lot from her. Just a little bit of respect, and she just disrespected him every turn that she get. So let's flip the page to Michelle and David. Now, David done came back with a whole ass another lie. A whole nother lie, okay? He done came and said, you know what? I'm tired of that little bush on his head. I'm gonna come clean. You know, I want to just be honest, get this off my chest. You know, yes, I was texting another girl. Her name was Tiffany. She sent me something, and I sent what I sent, and blah, blah, blah. So basically, he's sitting there lying to her face again. So she was like, okay. So now you bring your punk ass in here with a whole ass another storyline. How am I supposed to believe that shit? He's like, well, I don't really, well, it's up to you what you want to believe. Like, that's on you. She's like, no, you're not going to keep putting shit on me. You ain't going to throw this shit off on me. How can I believe anything you say when you sat there and lied, looked me in my eyes and lied in my face. And now she got to be thinking he about the dumbest motherfucker because he couldn't even tell a good lie. He couldn't even tell a good lie. That makes it really think she would a damn whole ass, ignorant ass fool because he can't even lie good. All he had to do with that text was like, oh shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you. I was on a drunk text. That's what he could have did, made it that simple. But the fact that he took the time to create a lie that involved his cousin in a plate of food in a whole scenario, yeah, I'm looking at you like you crazy. But in David's defense, Michelle, just because you guys started to get it together, you still wasn't gonna be with that man come Judgment Day. You wasn't. You've been treating him like shit ever since you found out that his ass was a smoker and he lived at home with his mama and daddy. You had a whole anxiety attack in the bathroom. You've never been able to get past that. And I remember you saying you don't think you can get past it. And you didn't. You didn't. You've been treating that boy like shit. So if he is going out there doing some shit, I have to say, you guys might not agree. You pushed his ass to the shit. But in her defense, she know what she feeling inside. She feel like something ain't right with this boy. Why you living at home at your parents' house, but you done sold shit, but you ain't got no money? Like, what the fuck? So everything that she was feeling in her gut about him, you know, women's intuition. She's feeling this dude is on some bullshit. And he absolutely is. I want to know, what does he do for work? All we know is that he works late at night, right? So Michelle is just like, she kind of putting two and two together, but she ain't really. She thinking it's somebody in the group, but she's trying not to let her head go there. But the fact that he works out with Madison, and they have this connection, something is telling her that it's Madison because of the M. How can you get these M's mixed up, Tiffany? Like, how can you get these damn M's mixed up? So to her, that's what she's thinking. Here's the thing. He worked late at night. She don't know what he doing at night. She's like, I don't know what he does, where he goes. I don't know what the fuck he could be doing. I just know he's not here, but I know my ass is at home. But his ass is here half the damn time. And we see her tiptoeing Madison in a house at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. So who do you think she's with? Like, the numbers, the stars is lining up to, they messing around. That's what it's giving to me. Now Michelle was talking to M. She's like, dude, man, I just can't shake this shit. She says, I don't want to be an asshole. And I just, she says, I gotta let Madison know how I feel. I don't want her to hear it from somebody else. And at the end of the day, who is she gonna hear it from? Only M. You only told M. You didn't even tell, your little goofy ass husband, David, that's who you think he's messing around with. You're smart. You keeping all that shit inside because what you waiting is for that petty moment to get them both in the room together so you can see how they around each other. Because that's the same thing I would do. I wouldn't say shit. It's just going to be a surprise bubble. So at this point, nothing worked out between them on that couch. He ended up leaving, being pissed off, but he's still going to go to that damn resort. So that's where the shit gets interesting at this damn resort. So after itchy ass tried to embarrass M, now we back at the table. We eating dinner. She said, okay, enough about me. What's up with everybody else? So few people start talking about their relationships and how things is going. Of course, I think it started off with Juan and Carla. And of course, Juan don't give a shit about Carla. He don't love no Carla. He don't like no Carla. So after all that little conversation went back and forth, then Michelle was like, okay, my petty meter is on. She's like, I think, David, let you go next. Don't you have something to say? So of course, well, first of all, let's back up. When David first got to that damn house, I wanted to see how he behaved. When he walked in the room, of course, he wanted some damn whiskey because Michelle is just sitting there. Michelle be sitting there with the mean mugging face like, I'm going to get your ass. I want to see what's going on with you because she barely spoke to his ass. He hugged her. They hugged. Everybody got their little hugs. And then she was watching as he was hugging Madison. Now, what he tried not to do was look at Madison at all. He kept looking the other way and he starts this scratching shit and he starts moving and shit. You can tell when he's feeling nervous about some shit. So she could see the whole thing. She know how to play her a roll. She said, it's getting a little thick in here. I think somebody should bring a knife out here to cut the damn tension in the air. Because she's trying to release the tension so her ass don't get called out. So now, let's move forward to this damn dinner. So now she's put his ass on front line. Sir David, don't you have something to tell the group? Let them know what you've been doing with your good lying ass. So he let them know, okay, I'm sorry. I have to apologize. I lied to her and I lied to the group. I was texting another female, and yeah, I'm not happy about it. I'm sorry that I lied to you guys. And she was like, Michelle was like, yeah, not only did he lie, he was lying in my face for days about the shit. He just lied in my fucking face for days. So he goes on his little, let's make myself the victim. Well, you wasn't giving me no action. You wasn't giving no play. You don't even tell me, like, how's your day? You don't say shit to me. You don't even give a shit how your day is. How can she say anything about your day when your ass is gone all the time at night? He says, I haven't kissed the ass since that damn wedding. We haven't held hands. Michelle said, has anybody else kissed in this group? Everybody else was like, since the wedding? Nope. Chris Parler was like, nope. And then she looked Madison, and Allan was like, no. And I can see, I don't know if you guys caught it. Michelle was like, I see. But as they kept going with this damn conversation, when they wanted to switch it over to Allan, Allan can feel the vibe. So, and feeling his, Madison's vibe. So he didn't go into their shit. So now I'm looking at David and Madison. Madison's like, why don't we just like not talk about this anymore? And Dave was like, yeah, we need to just like cut it and move on to something else. Like, it's been a long day. We don't need to be talking about this. But see, what he was afraid of, and what Madison was afraid of, if Allan was to talk about their issues and her being out 1, 2, 3 in the morning, Michelle was waiting. She know Michelle is on to her ass. And it's going to come out. It's going to come out, y'all. And I just can't wait till it come out. They're the exciting couple for me because the drama is just too delicious not to love. And I need to see all this plays out. Is she having a little thing with David? Because when you look at it, it appears that they could be fucking around. Because why Madison would get up away from the table and say, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm packing, I'm leaving. You can see if MM did that. That would make sense for MM. She just went through a tragic moment with a tragic ass Negro. Okay? So we can see MM doing that. But Madison getting up, walking away, saying she gonna pack and leave, that's telltale, girl. You just told on yourself. Because it don't take all that. What? It don't take all that. So what you got going on? You and David is on your nerves. You're about to get popped. You might as well just come out and say what y'all been doing. Because you don't like Allan. And Michelle, you don't like fucking David. So why care? Seriously, when you think about it, Michelle, why care? You don't even like David. You never liked David. You don't want to be in a marriage with him. You can't wait until you're 8 or 6. I don't know what they got. About 8 days left. You can't wait to get rid of his punk ass and let this shit be over. So everybody can get their little damn check and move on. She don't like David. And David don't really like her no more. He tired of trying for her ass. He know he ain't gonna get that. Plus, Madison is more of his fit. And David is more of Madison's fit. So they need to just get together. And I think the professionals know that shit. They knew. They knew who belonged with who, but they decided to switch it up and see what would work. And I'm just making shit up because that's what it looked like. Because I can see a few couples where they just need to do, hey, switch it up and I think you may have something. But baby, I can't wait. But she made herself look guilty as fuck. And I bet I see MM come back talking about she want to keep trying on this damn marriage with that damn fool. We do not want to see that again. Anyway, that's it. That's all, y'all. Thank you guys for showing up when I show up. And I got to figure out what else to review. Ain't shit really, we ain't really shit out there, if you ask me. I do watch The Housewives, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to review. I don't do Instagram, so I'm not following, like, people on TikTok or Instagram or any love after. Like, I don't have time for it. But I'll figure out something. I'll come up with something, y'all. Don't be an asshole. Bye.